in the very beginning. Article Manager is just where we were, so we're going to click on it again. And as you can see, all the articles that are on the site are listed here. And they have the order that they're listed in, the sections, the category, the author, and you can view things in the Article Manager by these different columns. So you can select a particular section. Let's say you wanted to add another front page article, but you wanted to see what was already there. So you could click on front page articles, and then it would pull up only those articles that were listed on the front page, and you could work with only those. So that just organizes it a little bit better if you have a lot of articles, and this site definitely does. So it's a nice little shortcut feature. Then just remember, if you want to see all the articles, then you need to go back and just click select section, and then it will list all the articles again for you. And it usually displays 20 at a time, or you can click however many you want it to display. And then it shows the numbers right there. So it's very easy to work with. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go back to the control panel. And we're going to look at the front page manager. This is exactly what it says. It's a front page manager. It's going to show you the articles that are on the front page. So it's nice because it's a shortcut. If you know that that's the section that you're working on, you really want to work on that front page, this is the way that you can see what's on there very, very quickly. You cannot add anything new to the front page in this little section, but you can at least see it and reorganize it if you need to. Now, one question a lot of my clients ask is, how do I reorganize some of the articles on the front page? The best way that I've found to reorganize the order of the articles on the front page, the best thing to do is to open up another browser window and view your site. Look on this tab at the administrative area. Go ahead and unpublish every article that you have on the front page. And then what I want you to do is republish them again. But the one that you want to appear last is the one that you want to publish first. And then the next one and the next one. And the one that you want to appear first on the website is the one that you publish last. So that's just the easiest way to reorganize the front page. Okay, now we're going to go back to the control panel again. And the section manager and category manager are pretty self-explanatory. You can go to them both and you can see the sections. And in the category area, you can also see the categories. And you can add and you can edit and you can delete sections and categories on these different tabs. Very self-explanatory. If you want to create a new one, it allows you to do that. You list a title. And then if you want to have a description with it, you can enter it there. And then you would just hit save. And then you would notice that would be a new section. So then when you're creating another article, that section would appear. And again, you can do the same thing in the category manager. Very simple. The next area we're going to look at, and the final area we're going to look at in this tutorial, is the media manager. This is the area that you would be adding your images to. One very, very important note on this is please do not load up large images. Make sure that your images are, I would say the best sizes are 1250 wide, 1250 pixels wide and lower. You want load time to be quick, so you don't want your very high pixel images to be loaded up into this system. Sometimes if they're too large, it will kick back and it will not let you load them. So please be aware of how large the pictures are. So those pictures that are sent to you by other people, definitely look at them ahead of time on your hard drive before you try to load it into the Media Manager. Now, most of the stories that you, or the content that you add, will, the images and adding images will default to the stories folder that you see here that I'm clicking on. This is where all those images, this is where you know, adding in your content, when you add a new content page and you try to add an image, which I'll go back and show you again, it will always default back to the stories folder. So this is hard to remember, but when you go to add things into your Media Manager, go into the stories folder first. But it's very, very easy. You can create a folder within the stories folder by typing it there and then clicking on create folder, and it would appear. But I just want, let's say we want to just add something to this area. You would click the browse and you'd browse for a picture. Well, let's find a picture and we click open, and then we click start upload. And what it will do is it will load it into this section, and we'll see that in just a moment. Okay, there you'll see it appears right there. Now, you can delete it if you don't want to use it anymore. All you would do is click that little X and it would delete it out of the system. Now what we want to do is we want to go back to our test article and we want to add this picture to the test article. So we're done in the Media Center. So what we want to do is we'll go back to the control panel. We'll go to the article manager because we already created the article and it's the test article. So I'm going to click on it. And you'll see everything we had there before. I'm going to put my cursor right there, and then I'm going to click on this image button. And this brings up a nifty little window that is actually just a shortcut to the Media Manager. And as you can see, like I said, it brought us into the Stories folder with all the rest of the folders listed in there. And there's the image we just added. So all I would do is I would click on that image. It gives the URL right there. And then I'll give the description. And then I want to align it. I want to align it right. So I would hit insert. And it will align it there. And then I would hit save. And it puts it in my test article. So it's a very, very simple process to use. Go back to the control panel. And that concludes this tutorial.